You're what's wrong with me.
I wish you loved me less.
Oh my god. Yes, and don't apologize for that. I can't believe it's already June 12th. I'm so excited. We've gone on a little bit of a deep dive over the last month and a half with Sour and Guts, and it has been absolutely amazing. I have talked for hours, literally, about these incredible lyrics that she has and the story and world building that she creates on these albums. So I'm just so excited to add a third one in there. All right, by the way, hello, welcome to Passion Dump of an Autist. My name is Valerie. If you love all things Oliva Rodrigo, this might be a good channel for you. I also have a lot of other pop girlies on here and other different genres of music, so take a look in my channel. But if all of this sounds good to you, make sure to like and subscribe, comment down below. I also have a Patreon where I put up all my uncut reactions specifically for Oliva Rodrigo. There's a ton of content up there right now that I don't think is gonna go up on YouTube. The music videos, and we did a bunch of live performance type stuff. Guts World Tour we did up there, but I don't think it's going up on YouTube. So if you're loving my stuff, then come join the community over on Patreon. The link is in the description. Okay, so one more thing I will say before we start, because this is potentially going to be a long reaction. The Guts one we did a few weeks ago ended up being almost 3 hours. I think it was 3 hours of me just talking about my own experiences, what I think that she was coming from her lens. I do a lot of talking. So buckle up. I do like to stop. I like to stop a million times in the song, and I know that's not for everybody watching reactions, but if that's not your thing, please, I'm sure there's so many Oliva Rodrigo reactions out, especially now. So please go find one of those, and I'm sure they're wonderful. But for me specifically, just the way my brain works, I am neurodivergent, I'm autistic, and have ADHD as well. And so I have a lot of stuff going on in my brain at once. And if I wait until the end of a song, it'll all be gone. All the so many trains of thoughts that I'm having as I'm listening, they'll all be gone if we wait till the end. And so I like to express what is actually coming up for me, both just in my brain, but also how it's emotionally affecting me. So I just like to give that little caveat if you're new. I know some people are really into it, some people aren't. So if you're not into that, totally fine. I respect that. But it's not the reaction for you. So you don't need to be commenting, you talk too much on my own channel. You don't need to be doing that. You could just go to the next one. Thank you. With respect and with love, of course. Okay, so let's not talk anymore. Let's just get straight into it. So it says 14 songs, but it looks like there's a little 20-second. What is this? Oh, cute. Okay, so this is from the photo shoot of the album cover. Cute. 13 songs. It says 51 minutes. Here we go. I love, it makes you happy right at the start. And I know that this album is quite narrative. It's telling a story from what she was saying. So
that the bar closes at 11.
And you really just picture in your mind, you can just feel, it feels like you're there,
That beer. You know all the words to Just Like Heaven. I know why he wrote them now that you're standing right here.
It's just so cute. Just that infatuation, that excitement.
I was bored in bed and stalked you on the internet. It's feminine intuition, 'cause I always had a vision of us standing like this.
Oh, that's so cute. like all the little details, like these little things that are just so nostalgic, especially if you've experienced some of these emotions. Like I can just picture everything that she's saying, all these little details that she's putting in. I'm like, oh, I remember those little things. It's just so sweet. Such a great way to start off. It really encapsulates that beginning of a relationship, of that infatuation stage that you go through in a relationship. It's very exciting, but it's also nervous, and you know, you're a little bit anxious, and yeah, I love it.
Go out and tell the whole damn world how one night I was born in bed and stalked you on the internet. It's feminine intuition, 'cause I always had a vision of us standing like this.
Yeah.
Pressed up in the bathroom on you, looking like an angel on the walls at first sight. The most alive I've ever been, but kiss me in the night. Pisces and a Gemini.
I love this part too. I forgot about this.
Really nice together.
Yes.
Let me stay the night. Well, I think I might
And
just
the
have to stay
build and the production is so
Pisces
good.
and a Gemini, but
Yes. And again, like it's that build of excitement on that first date. I love it.
well, I think I might just have to stay forever.
Yes.
One night I was bored in bed and stalked you on the internet. It's feminine intuition, 'cause I always had a vision of us standing like this, all pressed up in the
I just
bathroom
love the
on you,
build.
looking
Like
like
the
an angel
song.
on the walls at first sight. The most alive I've
It's so
ever
grand.
been.
I love it.
Kiss me in the night. Kiss me in the night. Kiss me in the night. Drop dead.
Love it. Yes. Such an amazing, such a great single that she chose. And again, we haven't listened to the other songs, so maybe I'll have a different opinion once I've heard the whole record. But in my head, it just kind of, again, like encapsulates that beginning, that like where we're starting. And then, of course, I think it was also very smart for The Cure to be the next one, because based on what I know, like we're kind of going to be going through some stages of a relationship, ultimately to like a breakdown in the relationship. And The Cure just kind of shows that little crack in the glass, which maybe we'll see. I think she said there was it purple she was saying? Again, I watched most of the interviews, so maybe even you plus me, she was saying there might have been like little, like just like where you can just see like a little bit. And then I think purple starts it, she was saying. So I'm excited to get to that one. That's so interesting. And then, yeah, oh my God. Okay. Oh, okay. So now we're in new territory. I'm so excited. Stupid song sounds amazing. And then she was talking a lot about honeybees. So and that one's coming up soon. So I'm really excited. But yeah, let's go to Stupid Song. Okay. Oh, okay. Piano ballad? Okay, I was not expecting it.
New York City's never looked so blue. My friends are smoking blunts in the bathroom.
It's so interesting that the lyric she starts with is so blue, because I was looking at the album cover and I was thinking like, okay, so like she's wearing pink. We know like pink is, you know, is similar to like how purple was, I guess, in the other eras. You know, it seems like pink is one of the colors, right? But then I was thinking like, oh, but also blue. It has to be because, obviously we see that big, like that sky blue. But then I was thinking that's so interesting. The color blue is so interesting to use because, blue can mean like beautiful blue skies, but blue can also mean like sadness and depression. And I was like, I wonder. So I'm curious if she'll use blue again in the lyrics, but like later down in the album when we're feeling more blue on like the negative, on the sad. Okay, let's go. I pointed that out because I thought blue was interesting and she used it in the lyric, and so I'm like, my pattern recognition is waiting for her to use it, to use blue as well as a. Anyways, we'll keep going. I was not expecting. I wonder if it'll stay like this or if it'll get like much bigger.
New York City's never looked so blue. My friends are smoking blunts in the bathroom. Okay. They say that honest love is a cage that makes you feel free.
A cage that makes you feel free.
All the girls at this party are so cool. It's never been the
That's
thing
so interesting. Sorry, I can't get over that lyric. That's a brilliant lyric. See, I told you, I stop a lot. But that lyric is so interesting. They say that honest love is a cage that makes you feel free. There's already a little bit of angst in there because she's been hurt a lot, right? We know that with the previous relationships, whatever relationship she was again, I don't care about the like people. That's not really what I care about. I care about the feelings that she's presenting here. But yeah, whatever relationship she was talking about in Sour and Guts, clearly they hurt her. There was a lot of betrayal. She deals with a lot of jealousy. And so you're bringing that baggage, a little bit of baggage, into the other relationship. And there's like this sense of like, when's the other shoe gonna drop a little bit? Like it's a cage that makes you feel free. So it's a good feeling, but maybe it is still a cage. Like that juxtaposition between those two thoughts are very telling, where it's like a bit of a push and pull with like, I want to feel free. Like, this is really good. Like, we obviously had those amazing feelings in Drop Dead, but also like, I gotta be like careful. I gotta be careful to not like fall too much in it. Maybe it's just actually, I don't know. It's a, sorry, there's a lot with that. That's a really good line. So I could talk for a long time about that, but let's keep going. Cause yeah, I'm already starting to yap.
They say that honest love is a cage that makes you feel
But that's a brilliant lyric. I love that.
And all the girls at this party are so cool. It's never been a thing that I could do, but I can't help but imagine what you say when you speak of me. You're a spark in the dark, and my clothes will caught a flame. You should feel how I feel when somebody says your name. I'm a car speeding down the boulevard without a break, and I want you more than any stupid song could ever say. I'm a heart made of wax, and I'm melting in the sun. I'm a thread on your shirt, it is coming undone. I feel right, I feel wrong, I feel totally insane, and I want you more than any stupid song could ever say.
Oh my god, this is making me so emotional because she's so detailed in the way she explains how she's feeling, and it is really nuanced what she's feeling. It's not like, oh, I'm in love. Like she's going into such detail, and there's like, well, even like on this line that I feel right, I feel wrong, I feel totally insane. Like she feels a little bit unraveled already, dare I say, because there's like a loss of control. It feels like there's a loss of control a little bit, which exactly like when you're falling in love, that's why it's called falling in love, because you're almost doing like a free fall. It feels scary, but it also feels exciting. Oh, beautiful. Oh my God, these lyrics are so good. I wanted to stop after every line, and I was like, I forced myself to keep going because I'm like, this is so good, and I just want to hear this whole part. But now we gotta like go through it because that was so good. I love this. You're a spark in the dark, and my clothes all caught a flame. Like it just, I don't, do you just like feel that? It's like you can just feel the energy that this person is giving off, and it's just like you it's caught flame, like it's meaning like you can't do anything about it. It's caught flame, and then it's just like it's making your whole body just be like immersed in this person. You can't do anything about it. It's just coming on that strong. It's like such a beautiful way to describe that. Because again, like with fire, it's like it's exciting. Like when people talk about like spark, it's like, like I didn't feel a spark with this person. Like we're all looking for sparks. But then but then when it to use spark, but then talk about catching fire after that, it's like everyone wants the spark, but then when it like consumes you like a fire does, that's when it gets scary. Beautiful imagery. Holy shit. This is, I love this writing. I've said it before, but like I feel like already we're seeing growth in her writing ability, and I'm already shocked. We're on the second song. Holy frick. Wow. Okay. You should feel how I feel when somebody says your name. Like it's just like it just lights you up. But again, it's like sometimes you don't, because you feel like that other person has power over you, and so it's like it's an uncomfortable feeling to be like you like have this power over me, and I don't like it, but also I love it. Again with the juxtapositions, I'm a car speeding down the boulevard without a brake. Exactly, it's a loss of control, exactly what I've been saying. And I want you more than any stupid song could ever say. Like she just can't even put into words, even though it's her job to put these things into words. She cannot put into words how this person is making her feel. I'm a heart made of wax, and I'm melting in the sun. Oh my God, beautiful. I'm a thread on your shirt that is coming undone. I love that because we know with The Cure that that is a callback, like that we know we're talking about unraveling and coming undone and things like that. So I already know that we've got songs referencing each other, and I love that. I feel, and again, I already talked about this. I feel right. I feel wrong. I feel totally insane. I feel all these things. I'm holding all of these emotions. Oh my God. Okay. This is so good. I'm obsessed. Okay. And it sounded like it was kind of building up a little bit. So I want to see that transition. So let's go back like a tiny bit here. I like these like high synths. Okay.
Walking through the park with my head high, past all the college girls and the drunk guys. And if there's a God, he's the bond that's between us two.
Olivia. I need. Listen, I'm not happy that she goes through a breakdown and a breakup in this record, but I already know, obviously, that's kind of the story we're telling. So I'm not happy that she went through that, but I'm gonna say I can't have every song like this because this is gonna make me want to fall in love, and I don't want that right now. But I'm such a like romantic. I'm such a lover girl. I really am. I've been single for like 2 years now, which is the longest I've ever been single in my entire life. And I'm doing this by choice because I'm trying. Anyways, I don't need to go. I'm sure I'll go on all kinds of rants about myself in this reaction. But the point is, I'm not like I'm happy doing that, and that's kind of what I want. But like when you say lyrics like that just make my heart like swell, it literally makes me want to fall in love today. And fuck you for that, Olivia. But like I said, like I said, at least we know we're gonna be disillusioned from that a little bit, maybe. But like I said, I don't want to celebrate that, but also I cannot be listening to a whole record about that. I'm just teasing. I love love, but fuck that line. And if there is a God, he's the bond that's between us. Like that's the bridge, which I mean, spiritually, I kind of like that's kind of what I believe. I think we're all kind of one. We're all just like little fractals of energy, but that's such a beautiful way to put that. And if there is a God, he's the bond that's between us two. I can't. That literally makes me cry tears of joy because it's just so beautiful. I'm such a dork. Okay, let's keep going. Shit. I can't believe she's already
Past all the college girls and the drunk guys. And if there is a God, he's the bond that's between us two.
like, doesn't that just make your heart swell? I can't.
7 nights alone, skips a meal. I'm sleeping in a dress and my high heels. And I'm too shy to say what I see. I dream of you.
Oh,
Hear a spark in the dark and the clothes will caught a flame.
yes.
Feel how I feel when somebody says your name on the car, speeding down the boulevard without a break. And I want you more than any stupid song could ever say. I'm a heart made of wax and I'm melting in the sun.
Yes.
I'm a thread on your shirt that is coming undone. I feel right, I feel wrong, I feel totally insane. And I
Whoa,
want
I
you
like
more
that.
than any stupid song could ever say.
Oh, I love this song. I can't.
Every night like the one before.
Ooh.
Dream of you from like 1 to 4.
Oh.
Positively and truly sure.
Holy shit, this woman and her bridges, like, thank God, so many friggin' sorry. I'm not gonna say, but like, there are so many young songwriters nowadays that just skip a bridge, and I'm like, I can't. You can't be skipping a bridge. Like, so I'm like, thank God for Olivia Rodrigo. Let's go back. That was amazing transition. I want to hear it again.
I feel right, I feel wrong, I feel totally insane. And I want you more than any stupid song could ever say.
Ooh, this is so cool.
Every night like the one before. Dream of you
Yes.
from like 1 to 4. Positively and truly sure. Nobody's wanted somebody more. It's a thing that I can't ignore. Tell your friends that you're mine, I'm yours. With the hand on my heart, I swear. Nobody's wanted somebody more.
Frick, the way that she's able to express a feeling not only in the lyrics but also in the production. Like all I could think about when she's screaming nobody wanted somebody more, and then there's like a swell in the production as well. It's like when you're like talking to your friend and you're like really excited, you're telling them about this, you know, this new guy that you're excited about, and then all of a sudden like you just like I'm just so excited, like it just like comes out. That's the energy it's giving, and it's just perfect because I feel it. Like I know that feeling, and I'm sure like it's such a universal thing if you've been in love before, and so it's just beautiful. Oh my god. This is so good. This song is so good. I'm sorry to like gush like crazy over this song. We've got a whole album ahead of us, but I'm obsessed with Stupid Song. Okay. Whoa.
Tell your friends that you're mine, I'm yours. With the hand on my heart, I swear. Nobody's wanted somebody more. It's a thing that I can't ignore. Tell your friends that you're mine, I'm yours. With the hand on my heart, I
Yes.
Hear a spark in the
by Olivia Rodrigo. Genius. This woman is brilliant. That is such a good song. Like, whew. Okay. Oh my God. That is so good. I love that song. We're only 2 songs in. And I already gushed about Drop Dead when it came out. So, you know, and The Cure too. So already we know 3 hits already. Like, to me, okay. Holy shit. Okay, I can't believe she had me crying on that. I'm such a lover girl. I can't help it. That line though, that one line about God between us or whatever it was, that I'm obsessed with that. I'm not gonna get over that. Okay. Okay, Honeybee, and I think she really likes this one. She was talking about this one a lot in the interview, so I'm excited what that means. Honeybee. Here we go. Oh, this is cool piano here.
So I guess that it's true. Time can heal even the worst of wounds, and the cliches I knew seemed so commonplace when I saw you. Let's just walk in the dark, up the fence, in the park. Baby boy, honeybee, gotta love the way you look at me.
I can't. I need to hear that again. I actually can't because, like, there's so much going on there where I was like, oh my God, I love the piano. Oh my God, her voice sounds good. Oh my God, I'm forgetting to listen to the lyrics. Like, my brain didn't know how to process that. Oh my God, this is so cute. She's calling him Honeybee. That's so cute. I can't. Okay, here we go. It's like very, like, it's intimate sounding.
So I guess that it's true. Time can heal even the worst of wounds, and the cliches I knew seem so commonplace.
Oh, she's like, I get it. I get all those cliches now. I love that.
Up the fence, in the park.
Oh,
baby boy.
I love how she's singing this part. It's so cute.
Gotta love the way you look at me.
Oh,
and it's too hard to describe this in a way that feels honest. But even when I'm quiet, I love you, baby, I promise. And I hope I never see what your face looks like going. A face I swear that I could spend my whole life knowing.
oh my God.
Here's to hoping.
There is this, like,
Pick me up.
God. There is a melancholy to this, though. That's really sad. I mean, we know that there's an end, right? So maybe that, but even in the words, even in sonically, it does just sound a bit melancholy. Like, it's so sweet, and it's like, this is like all I've ever wanted. Like, this is what I wanted, but it's like, but there's this undertone of, when is the other shoe gonna drop? Like, even with the, I hope I never see what your face looks like going. Like, that's in her mind. But again, it's because she is bringing in a little bit of this hurt and these wounds that she's bringing into this relationship that we all do. We all have, you know, little things that we're bringing in. It's so sweet, but there really is this, like, this little tinge of melancholy that's just heartbreaking for me. But really, like, I don't know, beautiful and vulnerable and honest. Like, she said she doesn't know how she'll write a song about being honest, or how, whatever she says there. And it's like, you're literally doing it. You're doing it, Olivia. You're doing an amazing job at it. Okay, here we go. Let's keep going.
Walk me home, and it feels like God threw me a bone. Sticky sweet tangerine. Would you sit and keep me company in the dark? I'm not scared. I just reach and you're right there.
I
racing
I don't
cars.
have to do that
Everything
anymore.
I own just feels like ours.
Oh,
It's too hard to describe this in a way that feels honest. But even when I'm quiet, I love you, baby, I promise. And I hope I never see what your face looks like going. A face I swear that I could spend my whole life knowing. Here's to hoping.
oh, beautiful. I love these strings. Yes. I love this. Interlude. This is beautiful.
I hope I never see what your face looks like going. A face I swear that I could spend my whole life knowing. Here's to hoping.
Oh, God.
It's too hard to
Oh,
describe this
pretty.
in a way that feels honest. But even when I'm quiet, I promise, and I hope I never see what your face looks like going. A face I swear that I could spend my whole life knowing. Here's to hoping.
Oh my God. I was just thinking like how a song that's like so like there's like a choir at the end here. And what I said at the beginning, I was like, it's so intimate, but it still feels intimate even at the end with the choir. Cause it just like it feels to me like we start off so quiet and like intimate, like with this other person, like you and another person. And then the choir comes in, but it still feels intimate because now it just feels like it's like that excitement and joy in your head and like how big and grand these feelings feel like in yourself. And so it still kind of feels intimate to me even at the end there where it's like a lot bigger and grander. I think that's really cool how I could feel that kind of conflicting feeling. That's really sweet. I love Honeybee. Okay. They're all amazing so far. This is crazy. Okay. Okay, we're on to Maggots for Brains. This one is such an interesting title. I'm so excited to hear what this sounds like. Okay, Maggots for Brains. Here we go. Okay. Oh, a lot of like 80s kind of sounds in here. I love it.
My day's so mundane, I don't think I left the house.
This has like a 90s sound to me, actually. I was hearing 80s, but like, I mean, there's lots of different influences that could come in based on like different sounds, I'm sure. But now it kind of sounds 90s to me. I love this. Okay. Okay. I want to start it from the beginning again. This is so cool. Like when this comes in, this guitar riff sounds very 90s to me.
I don't think I left the house.
Okay.
Drank a pot of coffee, tried to write, nothing came out.
Okay.
Somehow it's the weekend, I'm still bored out of my school. And I went to a party, but only on principle.
Only on principle. Okay.
I'm a zombie.
But like, what? I thought we were happy here. What what is going on? But that's so true. You feel like your whole world is opened up with this person. The colors are brighter. And I say that because she talks about the colors not like, what does she say? The colors are all flat, but like when this person is here, the colors are just brighter and everything just feels lighter and happier. And then this person goes away and it's like, oh god, now I'm just stuck with myself. And everything is like, now it makes more sense. Now I understand the line, I'm going to a party out of principle, because it's like, like I understand my parents are telling me, or my friends are telling me, that I can't just sit and mope and miss you. Like I need to like be out and like be my own person and like go to things, like be a person while you're gone away. But like, and I'm doing all the things I'm supposed to do, but also my brains are full of maggots when you're gone. I get it. I understand. Oh, yeah, that's what it feels like, especially at the beginning. Yeah. Like inspired by, I think some of them she said were inspired by Miranda and God, I can see the character in my head. What's his name? Miranda and whoever Miranda's with. I can't think of his name right now. From Sex and the City. I've seen that. I've seen it multiple times. I don't remember character name. You know who I'm talking about. Especially if you see the interviews, because she's talked about it. And now I just remembered that I think this is one of the ones, because I remember her talking about this, the inspiration for this line, and everything that's funny, I wish I could tell to him. But it's so true, like because you just become, like, you literally just want to get their, like, opinion on everything, and, like, you want to share everything, good and bad, happy and sad. You want to share everything with them, but they're gone away, and you can't, not in real time necessarily. So it can feel like, I wish you were here. Yeah, I love that. I even wish for tragedy. What is it? Yeah, that's exactly what I just said. I should have just kept it going, because she literally just talked about the highs and lows. You want them to be involved in all of it. And she says that exactly. Sometimes at a low point, I even wish for a tragedy, because I know he'd come over and take real good care of me. Aw, okay. I'm a zombie in my body. I'm a train off a track. I feel dirty, I feel rotten, and the colors are all flat. I'm a sad shell of a woman, and I've got maggots for brains. But that's just the thing that happens when my baby goes away. My baby goes away. love it. This is so good. This album is so good. I was excited because, like I said, I would clearly, if you saw my reactions, I loved Sour and I loved Guts. I think I might even be enjoying this more. I don't know, maybe it's recency bias. I'm very much enjoying this though, is the point. Okay, moving on. We're on track 5. You plus me equals love or heart, whatever. However you're supposed to say that. Oh, okay. Oh, we're doing full 90s. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. We're full on 90s alternative here. And I'm obsessed. I love it. I love this. I love this. Okay, cool. I needed to I needed to express that so that I could just let's move on now. Holy shit. I love this. Okay. Yes. Second time she's mentioned wounds are healing. She mentioned that in Honeybee as well. So it's like you could feel that like that anxiety kind of going into like it's like you want to fall, but again, like what I was saying, where it's like you want to because it's like, oh, like this feels so good, but also I'm a little scared. But it's like she's here like convincing herself, like I'm not even listening to my friends. They're telling me I need to take it slow, but like no, like wounds are healing, everything is good. I'm just gonna like, we're just going for it. This is the surrender. This is the full, like, I'm doing the free fall. I'm falling. I'm already, I'm falling into it. Okay. That's what this feels like. So funny. What a funny line. She's like, again, very self-aware. I've said it so many times. It's like, I know I've said this before. And like, that's what, and then you can like understand now, like she was talking about her friends in the earlier verse. And you can understand why they might be like, Olivia, like maybe we just take it slow. Like I'm so happy for you and that you're happy and you're feeling this, but like we can just like take it slow. And she's like, no, but like this time I really mean it. But like that's how it feels in the moment. It does. It's funny, but again, because she has that self-awareness, like she knows she has said these things before, but like this time it's like really true. I just think that's so funny and so relatable, and I feel like I know I've done this a million times. So it just kind of makes me laugh. I love it. So good.
And all my ex-boyfriends have heard these lies, but I like you better by a million times. And I've got a feeling wounds are healing, talking on the phone. I know everybody changes, but I hope that we don't. Call my names into the car seat leather. You plus me equals a heart forever. A heart forever. Oh, a heart forever. Buy me silver jewelry and all my favorite Calgary, and tell me again about when we met and what you thought of me. Sometimes I get overwhelmed and way too far ahead of myself. I often get the feeling that I'll never want somebody else. And they say modern love's a cruel endeavor. They say it's cruel. And to that I say fuck it, whatever.
I love that. That almost feels like, because she does have that, fuck it, like, get him back, right? She has that part where it's like, fuck it, it's fine. It almost feels like a more mature version of that a little bit, like, because she has that spirit where she's like, people say this, people keep saying these things to me that I need to be like slowing down, and love's a cruel endeavor, like everybody's saying this, but like for me it's like, no, I refuse. I'm doing this for the plot. I am allowing myself to surrender into this beautiful love that I know that it is, regardless of what happens. And that, for me, as a lover girl, someone who loves love and who jumps into things as well, with a little bit more sense now, I would say, at the age I'm at, but you know, I respect it though. I think that I love it. I think we're here to live life and learn, and so I love it. I think, you know, no regrets. You don't have any regrets, really. I mean, you might regret them, but I don't know. I feel like you also get so many lessons that you learn from people that you are in relationship with. I personally don't really have regrets, but it depends on who you are. Anyways, let's keep going.
They say modern love's a cruel endeavor. They say it's cruel. And to that I say fuck it, whatever. And I've got a feeling wounds are healing, talking on the phone. I know everybody changes, but I hope that we don't. Call my names into
Like, I'm willing to call her names. I need this to be long lasting.
equals a heart forever. Forever and ever and ever.
So good. It does. I love it. I love the writing on this album. So good. Okay, what are we on to next? My Way. Okay. All right. And My Way, and then Purple, and then The Cure. Okay. I'm interested because I think we're going to start maybe seeing some little cracks over the next few here. So let's see. Okay, My Way. Ooh, this is cool. fun. I think she was talking about this in one of the interviews I watched over the last few days here. So I think this one is about another girl or another woman that is pissing her off. The girl is me. Did you get that hit? I love it. I love this. I miss like because I was enjoying it sonically at the beginning, so I missed kind of the first few lines here. It's a little hard to stomach all your amateur moves. Okay, you know he's with me, like obviously, but you linger in the air just like a bad perfume. Okay, so this is someone that's like hanging around, maybe just like trying to wait for like a crack in there so she can get in there maybe and see if she can shoot her shot or something. Gotcha. Okay. This sounds so cool.
Man, I wonder what you think is gonna go down. You're sending another poem, you think that'll let me go. Maybe I'm just trying to get me riled up.
Sending a poem is like that's too, you know, being friends with someone is fine, but sending them a poem when they're dating someone else, that's too far. I get it. I would be weirded out too.
Man, I wonder what you think is gonna go down. You're sending another poem, you think that'll let me go. Maybe you're just trying to get me riled up. Now you're posting another pic and closing another his. Well, here's a map of the lines I drew with some girl steps over, and the goal is yeah. You're in my way now. Don't go, let it go. Think I can make out. How hard you hang on? Kind of insane how you keep calling but you never get the message. It goes my way now. So where'd you get that confidence from? Last time that I checked, I won. Let me be direct, just stop. You're being fucking weird. Maybe I'm a petty bitch, but you make me resort to this. That's it.
Oh my
I
God.
win. That's it. I win. You're in my way now. Don't go, let it go. Think I can make out. How hard you hang on? Kind of insane how you keep calling but you never get the message. It goes my way
This one's raw. Yes. Amazing. That was fun. The thing I just kept saying is like, I want to hear what he says about this. Like, why isn't he letting this person know that that's crossing a boundary? I don't like, for me, I'm just like, if it's but it is weird. It is weird. All these things, the poem and everything. And I would also think that's very weird. But I would be like to the person I'm dating and be like, why does she think that can do that? Like, why does she think that that's okay to do that? Have you told her? I don't know. I would be grilling the person that I'm dating. But that's just me. I love that though. I love that when she was talking about being maybe I'm a petty bitch, but you made me resort to that. I love this. Again, she's just like unafraid to talk about uncomfortable feelings and emotions that are coming up as they're coming up. And I have so much respect for that. I love it. What are we on now? Oh, we're on purple. Okay, purple. I'm excited. Here we go. But like even on that one, like you can just, now that I'm thinking about it, you do see the crack there, even though she's not blaming her partner at this point, at least in that song. You see the crack because again, maybe that's in her head already in that. So sometimes when you're in a relationship, you will kind of just, you'll put your anger and anxiety over these things into maybe the the other woman, the other girl, because you're like, what are you doing? You're trying to ruin things instead of putting the mirror on the person that you're in a relationship with, because you feel protective of them and your relationship. It can't be, and I'm not saying it is, I'm just saying, who knows. My first thought was, why why does she feel comfortable to do that, you know? And so but sometimes you'll have that thought, you'll kind of what am I trying to say, you'll lash out at this other person, but it's like you'll clock it in your head that you feel a little bit weird about that, and then maybe eventually down the line, maybe something like that will come up again. So I'm just curious, because maybe that was like a little bit of a crack in it that we're seeing there. That's interesting. Okay, purple. Here we go. I'm excited about this. We're bringing back purple for this song. Oh, that's kind of pretty. I like this. Okay.
It's funny when your mom shows pictures of you in your school clothes. Your buzz cut, and scrapes on your knees changed, but those eyes still know.
Oh, that's pretty.
And it's crazy how I used to visit your town like a tourist.
That's cool.
Now I got a local grocery store and a favorite florist.
Oh, I love that.
And so it goes that you kiss my neck, may our paths intersect till the two lines formed a circle.
Oh, that's sweet. Till the two lines formed a circle. I love that.
I melt with you, you're red and I blue. Now I see the world in purple.
That's so sweet.
Purple.
I love that. Your red and my blue. I don't know what, because I don't know this person, but I'm curious of possible meanings of your red. Like, when I think of red, I think of like, maybe that's just his favorite color, who knows. But like, if we're talking about emotions, maybe he's a little fiery, maybe he's a little angry, I don't know. I'm just making up stuff because I don't know this person, to be honest. But that's just like from someone who doesn't know, that those are the things that come up in my head. And my blue, that makes me think of like my sadness, my depression potentially. But now I see the world in purple, but that, like, that mix maybe in this moment feels right. I love this. Made our paths intersect till the two lines formed a circle. I love that idea, because I feel like that is, we're always on our one path, and then we all have our own path, our own purpose. And if you're able to make a relationship work, it's because you're able to, like, kind of go together on your own path, but still, like, maybe together. And I like that idea of making it a circle. I love that. That's really sweet. And like, circle obviously is a, like, that's why you have a ring when you get married. Like, it's that a wedding band, like, that's a symbol, right, of unity. And so a circle is a symbol of unity. And so I love that she used that, because that's a really beautiful symbol for what she's feeling here. And I like this idea too. Like, it's crazy how I used to visit your town like a tourist, and now I got a local grocery store and a favorite florist. Just thinking, back and being like, wow, my life was so different. And now I'm like, we're integrated in this life together. That's cool. I like the red and blue mixing into purple. I love that. That's really cute. because like the way in this song, it's like, like we fight, but it's like when you know kind of where it's gonna end up, you do start kind of seeing that like, was that a red flag? I don't know. It could be. We fight over who I'm hanging out with. Interesting. Okay. I wonder what that's about.
It all can fall around us too. It's crazy. I had big dreams till I tied myself to you. I'm all consumed and you kiss.
Oh, okay. That, okay. This is interesting. And I'm really curious about, because she was talking in the interview about how she went back. She was writing this as these things were happening, it sounds like as she was having these real emotions, but then she went back and edited things and like added little like things in from like a perspective like she's already done. She was able to go back in some of these older or first tracks that she wrote. She was able to go back in and do little edits, and so I wonder if some of these things were that. That's super interesting. I think this one would be, if I had to guess, I think this would be one of them. It's crazy. I had big dreams till I tied myself to you. Now I'm all consumed. And ooh, tied myself to you again with the undone and unraveling metaphor that she already talks about a lot as a theme in this record, which we know because we're not at the cure yet, but we know. And then we already had that one undone. That is kind of a callback to that too. I tied myself to you, now I'm all consumed. And then it's like what we're saying here, it kind of almost feels like the unraveling is a good thing in some ways, because it's like, it's such a normal thing to do, I think, especially for women, unfortunately. But I think anybody could relate to this, of course. But a lot of women, just because of the way we're brought up and what society tells us we should do, we put a lot of hopes and dreams a lot of the time on the back burner in order to, find the person, because that is such a big emphasis in society that we're supposed to do. And so a lot of times we just get so caught up and consumed in like, oh my god, I finally found my person. And then when you're doing some of the debrief and healing after a breakup, then you realize, oh, I actually just completely abandoned myself for this relationship. I had all these big hopes and dreams that I just kind of put on the back burner because I was just so consumed with this person. And so that's why I feel like that almost feels like an afterthought. That feels like an edit that she put in after. Like, this song was written in the moment, and then some of these like little afterthoughts feel like her going back and being like, and showing us that there were, even though she's so in love and she's so consumed and she's happy to be that way in the moment, after she was able to go in and look at it and be like, oh, but actually I was abandoning myself again for someone. Because she talks about, I don't know if she actually says it in those words, but I remember during Sour and Guts talking a lot about self-abandonment. It feels like she's maybe doing that. She's done that again, which is normal, by the way. I I would say I self-abandoned, well, in every relationship I've ever been in. This is why I'm single now. This is why I've been single for 2 years, because I don't want to do that again. and I'm allowing myself to heal and grow on my own without someone. The real test will be the next relationship I get into, if I am able to stay sovereign and kind of not abandon myself for somebody else. But anyways, so my point is, this is very normal, but I do feel like this is an afterthought. But it really is allowing us as the listener to understand that there were little hints, little red flags, little places where she went wrong. Because I don't know, we don't know, but the way she's saying, like, it could have just, like, maybe this person didn't ask her to do that, though. She just did it automatically because she was so consumed. Like, I feel like she's taking the blame for that, which totally, when you are in a relationship and you go through a breakup, you have to look at yourself as well. Like, it's really easy to look at, like, oh, this person sucks and they did this and that. But like, where were your thing? Like, what are you learning from the relationship? Like, what's your part in things? And I feel like she even talked about this a little bit in those interviews that I watched, where yeah, she was talking about, like, bringing up some of her, not faults, but like places where maybe she would do things differently on the next relationship, kind of thing. And I just feel like that this may be one of them. Anyways, let's keep going.
Smooth it out, but it feels too flat.
Oh my god.
Melt with you till it all turns black. When you get so close and you can't go back.
Oh my
Melt
god.
with you till it all turns black. Melt with you till it just feels sad.
Oh wow. I was thinking that too with the melt with you. Like, you could take that as a really, like, good thing, where it's like, oh, it's like you're melting with someone. But also, like, if we're talking about that, you're losing yourself. If you're melting with someone else, I personally don't want to melt with someone else. Like I said, I would like to be on my own path, and I'd like you there beside me, but I don't want you to melt with me. No, thank you. I want to stay my own person. And so it's interesting, and I love how we're talking about how the red and the blue makes her world go purple, and then now this album, which we know she's come out of this situation, now she's her own person, and then now it's not purple. We're not doing purple anymore. We're doing, and the world, like, there's different colors. Like I said, they're like pink, and then we've got the blue, which she's already kind of called herself blue a few times on this record. So she's like really coming into her own here. You can already, we're only halfway through, and I can already see that I think a lot of her coming out of this relationship is her finding herself more outside of, which happens a lot when you go through breakups, because you are forced to kind of look at yourself. I mean, unless you just throw yourself into another relationship, which other people do, a lot of people do, but I don't think she's done that. It sounds like she's sat with some of this grief and pain, of this relationship, and now she's coming out of it, and she's saying, I'm actually not purple anymore. I'm actually this. You know, because I can grow and change and come into myself. And I think that's what she's saying in this record. But again, we're only halfway through. But I love that idea, what that symbol of what purple means, and kind of giving that up a little bit. I love that. And this, like, oh, this melt with you till it all turns black. Like black. It's like bleak. It's muddy. It's dark because she's lost herself in the process, you know? Because when you melt with someone, you lose yourself. It takes a toll on both people when you get so close and you can't go back. And you just don't even know who you are anymore. Are we too attached? Right. Ooh, okay, that one hits. I like that. Okay, and now we're going into The Cure, which we've heard before, but I think I don't know, it'll be interesting hearing it after those last five songs here. Okay, here we go, The Cure. God, I love this song so much. Yes. This song is so good.
All the pretty girls in the foreground of my mind. I thought I'd done enough, but they keep moving the line. I thought I found the antidote this time.
I mean, that hits differently too after hearing My Way and some of the anxiety she's having over, like, you know, this specific woman. It definitely hits different now hearing this line, all the pretty girls in the foreground of my mind. Yeah.
Found the antidote this time. All the nights I spent fighting bad thoughts in my room. Feeling so alone, might as well be on the moon. I thought I found the antidote with you. I thought I found the antidote with you.
Performance, her vocal performance.
My head is full of poison and my heart is full of doubt. I got toxins in my bloodstream. You tried hard to suck them out, and it feels like medication, and it's good for me, I'm sure, but it don't matter how your love feels anymore. It'll never be the cure.
Yeah, it hits different hearing the songs before this, because I guess for me, I wasn't, I mean, I saw the jealousy. I definitely saw that or felt that when I first listened to this, but I'm feeling it even deeper. Again, it seems like she's really taking some accountability here in what her mind is doing, her anxiety, and how it's like poisoning her brain or whatever she says. Toxins in my my heart is full of doubt, my head is full of poison, I got toxins in my blood, you tried to suck them out, and it feels like medication, and it's good for me, I'm sure, but it doesn't matter how your love feels anymore. It'll never be the cure. So she's really, again, I like understood that, but I'm like feeling it deeper, I think, after hearing those first five songs. It hits more for me hearing this in the album, which I love. That's why I'm such an album girly, because I love, and she has specifically made this album, you can tell, like, to tell a story, and so it's, yeah, this song is hitting even deeper, is what I'm trying to say.
It'll never be the cure. Used to play a game in my head on a date guy.
I like how it goes down.
Tally up the girls that he fucked till I start to cry.
God.
I thought I found the antidote this time. I thought I found the antidote this time.
That's so real. It might be my favorite. I don't know. It's so good. It's such an incredible song. Yeah, it really hits within this story that she's telling in this album. It just hits so much deeper for me. Like the accountability she's taken for some reason just was more for me hearing it this next time in the context of the album, how she's realizing that some of the jealousy and the things that she's already talked about in the other albums, but how it's like really has seeped into the relationship, and how someone loving her isn't necessarily going to just magically be the cure. She has to do that work on herself to find where those wounds are stemming from and heal from them on her own. While it's helpful when someone loves you, it's not the cure, which, I mean, we talked a lot about that anyway, but for some reason it just hits even deeper for me. The next one is called Begged. Oh my god. I'm scared. Okay, here we go, Begged. Let's go into it. It's pretty with the guitars. Okay.
All that I want is to know undoubtedly that you just have eyes for me. Could you make it clear? All that I want is to sit here silently.
This is what's so interesting, because obviously, like, she's taking accountability, and she's always taking accountability that she has this jealousy that like seeps in. But like, I feel like some of these things, like, it takes two as well. Like, what? I don't know. I guess I just wonder, like I said, from that My Way song, my first thought was, but like, why are they feeling comfortable to be doing these things? Like I said, I'm not making accusations. I'm questioning, though. I'm questioning what his part in it was, because she's taking accountability, and she is right. Like, being jealous, it can really be this kind of toxic thing that seeps in to a relationship, and it can destroy it. And I think it sounds like she knows that, and she wants to take accountability for that, and she wants to kind of heal that part of it. Totally. She needs to be accountable for that. Yes. But also, too, there are things that people can do or not do that can, make it easier for one to do that. Like, are we making it clear? I mean, it doesn't sound like we are. Could you, because we're asking, could you make it clear? I just want this to be clear. So, I mean, I just wonder what's going on, that she feels so insecure about this. Again, there are people that, there are situations where you can be insecure when that person is really like, there's no reason from, I mean, the reason obviously is that you have an insecurity, a wound. You're acting out of this wound and this betrayal that you've this baggage, right, that you've brought into relationship, of course. But also, yeah, like I said, I'm interested. I'm interested to ask those questions to the other person too, because could he have made it more clear to her? Could he have made it more clear to some of the other girls that she's talking about, that it's not okay what they're doing, sending poems and stuff like that? Like, that's why I say, like, maybe it's not that the person is doing anything. Maybe it's what they're not doing. Like, are you setting boundaries with the other people in your life that they know that that's not okay? It could be things that you're just not doing. I don't know. That's what's on my mind. I just want everybody. I want everybody to take accountability,
Watch
That's where I'm at.
movies on TV.
kind of want to go back. Let's just go back to the beginning because I just went on a tangent there. I just want to get back into what we're doing here.
All that I want is to know undoubtedly that you just have eyes for me.
Right, like why are we questioning it though?
Could you make it clear all
Yes,
that I
just make it
want
clear. Please.
is to sit here silently and watch movies on TV.
Yeah.
What a shame you're not here, here to witness my devotion and my endless well of needs. I'm an anchor in the ocean. No, I never leave. So I'm patient, you're learning, pretend it's not hurting. And they say it's a virtue to not let good love slip away. So I'm cool and forgiving, I'll take what you're giving away. Nothing's quite enough when I know that to get it I beg.
Oh my god.
Yeah, to get it.
Fuck. Yeah. If you have to beg, I'm so sorry. You're not with the right person. It's one thing to like just like have a discussion, communicate with someone and say, "Hey, I'm like, this need is not being met." Like, she's super self-aware too. So I feel like, I could see her coming to someone and being like, "Hey, like I've got this like little like insecurity that I'm trying to work through. I'm trying to work through on my own. But like it is helpful if you are, more vocal about that I am the one. Like I need that reassurance." That's one thing. That's not begging. That's just, communicating your needs, and that, maybe that person would be like, "Oh, I had no idea. I could totally do that. Like you are the one for me, and let me just make sure you know that every single day," because I feel like when you love someone, you would want to do that, right? But if you have that conversation and that person doesn't take that seriously, or maybe gaslights you that like, you shouldn't be feeling that way, like I haven't done anything, like whatever it is. I'm not saying that this person did that. I'm just using examples of things that have happened to me. And then you start feeling like you have to bring it up all the time, then it starts feeling like you're begging. That's when you know you're not with the right person, because the right person would take that very seriously, right? They would be afraid of hurting you because this is hurtful, right? Whether it's intentional or not. I'm sure it's not intentional, but this is hurting you. And I feel like when someone loves you, they're afraid of hurting you and they wouldn't want to hurt you again. Just something to know and remember, to put in that head, right? When you're going through these things. I loved this stuff. Brilliant. All I want is to sit here silently and watch movies on TV. What a shame you're not here to witness my devotion and my endless well of needs. I'm an anchor in the ocean. I could never leave. Like, she is so devoted. There's not much this person could do at this point. So I'm patient. You're learning. Like she's like, I can be cool. I can wait and tell you my needs and like hope that this person hears it. But now it's like it's become, I'm begging now. They say it's a virtue to not let good love slip away. Again, like she feels good about this. It's like or at one point she did. Like it's fine. Like I can wait for this person to like get it. But after you tell them over and over again, when it feels like begging, I don't want that. I don't want a love that where I feel like I'm begging to be loved. No, thank you. Yeah, totally. I understand that. Okay, let's keep going.
I begged, and I have this thought when I lay in bed at night, that I feel trapped inside my life.
No.
Is that a normal thing?
No,
to fight
it's
back
not. It's not. That's not. Nope. Nope. This comes back to the first song or second song, The Cage. What do we? The cage that feels free? That seems like a callback to that. Trapped inside my life. Is that a normal? That's not a normal thing. No, it's not. To fight back the waves of a static lover's dread. Ooh.
that I feel trapped inside my life. Is that a normal thing to fight back the waves of a static lover's dread? I'm overwhelmed, I'm underfed.
I'm underfed. Oh.
And yet I still cling to hope like snow on mountains. Careless words melted away. I'm
Just had so much hope that things are gonna change and get better.
all my luck to change.
Yeah.
So I'm patient, you're learning, pretend it's not hurting. Cause they say it's a virtue to not let good love slip away. So I'm cool and forgiving, I'll take what you're giving away. But nothing's quite enough when I know that to get it I beg. Yeah, to get it I beg.
You deserve better than that. We all deserve better than that. Like I said, it's a different thing to like come to the person that you love and say, hey, this is a need that I'm not really getting right now, and it's hurtful, and that person to be like, oh shoot, I didn't know I was hurting you in that way. Like let me try to see if we can work through that. That's a different thing. That's not, it's totally normal to communicate things and for people to not fully get it right away. But again, when you have to repeat yourself and feel like you're begging someone to love you, no one deserves that. You deserve better than that. The right person for you won't make you feel like that. Like, I really truly believe that the right person will not have you begging. Like, they will make sure that you know what you feel about them. You're not crazy and you're not too much. And if someone makes you feel like that, that's just gaslighting. And that just tells you right there that they're not the right one. But it's painful. Oh, that's so painful. This next one, track 10, is called What's Wrong With Me. This is the one that I think, just from the title, I was most excited about. And this was before I even knew that Robert Smith was also on this. So I'm super interested in this one. Here we go. Okay. Oh, this is cool.
I'm just staring at the ceiling. Can't describe this feeling I've got in my head. I'm out of body in my bed.
Oh, wow.
I'm just searching up my symptoms, desperate to fix them. I'll do anything, 'cause lately I've been spiraling.
Okay.
I'm not feeling like myself, and nothing ever seems to help. Until the she said I was fine, but every movie that I see makes me cry. It's like somebody put a weight on my chest. I should talk to a friend, but I can't get out of bed. My head is spinning and my stomach is sick. Say I'm in love, so it's hard to admit. I can't eat, I can't sleep. I think you're what's wrong with me.
I think you're what's wrong with me. Oh my god. Okay, wow, shit. Okay, right after that last one where you're in this spot where, for so long you've held on and you've been patient and you've been feeling like, and maybe that person has been gaslight, I don't know. In my case, in my experience, that's what happens. It's like, you're crazy. That's not like, why would you think that? You're in that place for so long, and this one kind of feels like you're making that realization. But it's like in the way this is written is so cool because it's like it feels like in real time we're making that realization. Where it's like the first verse is like where you're feeling all these things, these big things in your body, but you're not able to name it. And then it's like all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, I know what it is. This is just actually not right. I've been making all these excuses. Maybe he's been making all these excuses as well. And now I just realized this isn't actually right. This isn't right. This thing that I thought was the love of my life, this thing that I hoped for and thought I had finally found. No, it's not. I like your eyes are opening. I really love how this is written because like I said, it does feel like it's like in real time we're making that realization that this is what's wrong with me. I also love like just that little bit of microfeminism of the doctor having she her pronouns. Love that. Just a little bit of microfeminism there. Beautiful. Yeah, and they sound great together. The harmonies beautiful. Oh my god. I love this. Okay. It's painful though. Like I feel that weight on my chest. It's not devastating yet, but it's heavy. You can really feel the heaviness in what we're talking about here because it's like it's such a heavy feeling to be like, oh shit, I think it's actually just you and this relationship. Because that, especially in the beginning when she's talking about just like you don't think that that's ever going to be the case the way you're feeling at the beginning.
I keep looking for distractions. Hope the feeling passes, but I've got to say it's getting harder every day, and I can't seem to get around it. Head just keeps on pounding with the simple thought, what if this isn't what I
Yeah.
want? Went to the doctor and she said I was fine. Tried meditation with a bottle of wine. It's like somebody put a weight on my chest. I should talk to a friend, but I can't get out of bed. My head is spinning and my stomach is sick. Say I'm in love, so it's hard to admit. I can't eat, I can't sleep. I think you're what's wrong with me. I'm not feeling like myself on amber lights and whining brown, so I'm not feeling like
It's an interesting time that this is, like I said, that's why it feels so in the moment. It's really written beautifully that way because it's like we're not we're like just making this realization, and that's what's so hard, and it hits you like a ton of bricks when that happens. And then you start going into like what that means and how I'm going to do this, like how I'm going to, now that I've made this realization, now everything that comes with a breakup is incredibly inconvenient. And maybe you've been putting this feeling off for a little bit because of all of that, because it's hard, because I mean, she said it at the beginning, like they've melted together, this one life, red and blue together that makes purple. They've melded their lives together. Shit, now what do I do? It's the scariest feeling. And the way that I just relate to this so much. I mean, there's a reason that it took me 7 years to break up with someone, where I should have broken up with them after year 3. I mean, I dragged my feet, it sounds like, a lot longer than she did. Apparently, I have a lot of patience. That's not a good thing. I wasted a lot of time in my life. But yeah, I understand it though, because then when you realize, oh shit, no, like this is actually wrong, and now what do I do? Now I gotta go through this process. So it's really cool because it's like it's this that time before, I think, the actual breakup, and just making that first realization. It's really interesting.
Myself, I'm not hiding it well. To the doctor, she said I was fine. But every movie that I see makes me cry. It's like somebody put a weight on my chest. I should talk to a friend, but I can't get out of bed. My
Yeah, you
head's
just want to kind of escape.
Sit on the love, so it's hard to admit. I can't eat, I can't sleep. I think you're what's wrong
Now you
with
have
me.
to let everybody know
I think you're
too.
what's wrong with me. I think you're what's wrong with me. I think you're what's wrong with me. I think you're what's wrong with me.
Oh my god. And this line too, say I'm in love, so it's hard to admit. Like now, especially on the scale that she's in too, because it's like kind of an extremely public thing too. It's like, I was gushing here, and I'm telling everybody in my life that I'm so in love. Now I have to somehow explain to everybody that actually this wasn't right. Like it's really a hard time to transition out of a relationship that you've really built a life with that person. Yikes. So good. I love that because it really perfectly encapsulated that. Ooh, okay, less. Here we go. Oh no, I'm scared. Really pretty.
I feel it again.
Oh god.
Edge of the bed, body and head protesting. My stomach's in knots. I don't wanna talk. Let's just go to bed or something. Maybe it'll fix itself tomorrow.
Oh, we're still.
But I've been seeing that like every night.
Again, it's a process.
You say you can't stand to watch me cry a minute more.
Oh god.
So you do the noble thing and open up the door. If loving me means letting go and wishing me the best, well then I guess I wish you loved me less.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That is so painful. Oh. Okay. So, yeah, This is beautiful the way that this this is telling a story, right? Because we're still kind of in that transition period. Now, we've got that last one was like that internal realization. Now we've brought the other person into it, and we've brought it up, and we're crying to them, and we have been crying to them for a long time. And then, this person is now opening up the door to, that possibility that maybe actually, if you're this unhappy, like maybe we need to talk about, that maybe we need to let go of each other, because I want you to be happy, and I want the best for you. And that's so hard to hear from someone, because you wanted them to be that person so badly when you get into this. And I mean, obviously we heard at the beginning that's all she wanted. And then to make that realization, and then that person be like, well, maybe. And it's so confusing to go through a breakup, because you can know that it's the right thing, but it's still so painful. And in that moment, having that moment of like, no, but I just wish that you loved me less, because then maybe you wouldn't be so noble about this. Maybe you wouldn't be so hurt at the fact that I'm hurting, and even suggest to open up the door here to this ending. Maybe if you were more selfish, and you would hold on and fight for it, even though, oh, it's a really complex feelings and emotions here, and so relatable. Like, I just remember my last relationship just going through so many roller coasters of like knowing that this person was so wrong for me, and that this was right that we were breaking up, and like knowing that down to my core. But then, like, also a part of me wanted this person to like fight for the relationship, and like, and want to get back together, like it. And but it's like crazy when both of those things exist in your head at the same time, because you're like, what am I doing? I don't want to be with this person. I literally know that they are not the right person for me, but also I wish they would call me and want to get back together with me. Like, those are really complex truths, and they're both truths to hold in the same body, in the same mind, in the same heart. It's really difficult to hold all those things. And this is really beautiful, the way that she's explaining this kind of nuanced feelings that you have when you're going through a breakup with someone that you really, really loved and wanted to be, really thought that they were the one. All the complex emotions that come up during that. Gorgeous. It's painful.
We tried to recreate
Yeah.
our favorite date, but we didn't laugh much this time. Our trip to Big Sur only confirmed
They've tried. They
this
really
isn't
tried.
what it should feel like. And maybe I'm a stubborn overthinker, but I've been thinking over this a lot.
Beautiful.
And I could try convincing you they're just intrusive thoughts.
Yeah.
But you've seen me truly happy, so you know right now I'm not.
Yeah.
If loving me means crying on the curb at LAX, well then I guess I wish you loved me less.
Oh my god. Oh, what is this? What is this a callback to? What is that? I know that this is a callback, but I can't, my brain can't like process what it's from. you guys will know. You'll let me know. I know you'll let me know because I know you know that. But my brain is not. I've just got so much, especially Olivia Rodrigo, because we went it like bam, bam, bam. I've got it in my head, so I recognize it, but it's not coming up what that was from. But that was a callback for sure. That's really cool. I love when artists reference themselves, though. It's really cool.
If loving me means saying, babe, I think this is the end. I guess I wish you loved me less.
Oh my god, chills. Oh my god. Chills. That is devastating. I'm literally numb though. It's like I can't even process that. That is so fucking devastating. Okay. We're on the last two songs. Okay. This one is called Expectations. Here we go. Ooh, this is cool. Ooh, that's like grungy. Okay. Oh, cool. Yes. This definitely has like an 80s flair to it. I love it.
I met him at a party. I think he was on drugs.
Okay.
He wasn't smart or funny. I convinced myself he was. He had a great apartment and a car his parents bought. I thought that he was perfect, and now his number's blocked.
Okay.
Took a couple months, but now I am secure. Now I am secure. I am fully loved.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Now I ask for more and more and more and more and more. I won't settle for a guy with a fake job.
Yes.
I'm so desperate for loving, but baby, I'm not gay. My heart with zero stipulations.
That's
No,
it.
I take careful consideration.
Ooh, I love that.
I'm not kissing any boy that is passive. Their indecision is painfully unattractive.
That's it.
Mistakes, I just need information. These days I've got expectations.
I love that. I love that. Yes. It's such a beautiful realization to make when, you're like, oh man, when you actually look back at things and you're like, I literally just created this story about how perfect this person was. But now when I look at it, now I've learned all these things about what I actually don't want. And I'm just going to ask for more and more and more because I deserve more and more and more. And I'm not going to let someone now make me feel like I'm asking for too much. I'm not asking for too much. I'm asking exactly what I want. And if that person can't meet that expectation, then so be it. I'll move on to the next one. That is when, and we talked about this a lot in the guts reaction. This is exactly what I was talking about when I was talking about finding your power and what you want, and how you have to be okay with walking away when someone is not what you've set out to say, like, this is what I'm looking for in a relationship. You don't compromise. It's okay. It's okay that someone doesn't meet that. That's okay. That doesn't mean that they're necessarily a bad person or anything like that. It's okay to date and realize that that person is not right for you and move on, even if they're a good person. It's okay. That's literally the point of dating. And making that realization, it feels like she's really come into her power here. This is beautiful to see and hear. I love it.
So I hit the new year like a single girl at a Vegas bar.
Yes.
Rocking my mini dress with a vodka crayon and an open heart.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got hope, yeah, I've got drive. I will not lose my faith. Don't think in Silver Lake.
And that's okay. We're just enjoying life. I'm not kissing any boy that is passive. This is what I'm talking about when I was asking questions about it earlier on in the record, where it's like, maybe this person isn't, it's not that they're doing things, it's that they're not doing things. That's the problem. And it kind of feels like a callback to that. Like, we've made that realization that I need someone that's going to not be passive and just be, totally okay with making things super clear to me that I want all of that. I want all of that. And I'm not going to pretend that I don't want that, because I give, and she talks about the type of devotion that she has in relationships. She's talked about that a few times on this album, and she deserves someone with that same type of devotion. And she's not saying that this person is a bad person or that they didn't love her. That was very clear from the last song that we just did, that clearly, like, this person did love her a lot. Like, she's not saying that they didn't, but they didn't love her in the way that she expects now that she's learned now what she expects and what she wants in a relationship. And she's saying, I'm not going to settle for anything less than that. And that's okay. And I'm not attracted to someone who's passive and not, like, doesn't know what they want in a relationship and doesn't act on it. She wants someone to like know what they want, and that want is her. I mean, you can't fault her for that. That's what I want too. Is like, if I'm going to put so much devotion in a relationship, I need that other person to match that energy. That's all I'm asking. The same level of devotion. And if you can't do it, fine. I will be single for the rest of my life. That's fine. I'm totally okay with that. To be honest, like, it's really beautiful that she's already coming to this realization. It's beautiful. Love it. Oh my God, that's so healing. And I'm just thinking about all the young girls. This is gonna make me cry. I'm such a dork, but I can't help it. I've talked about it. Like, if you've done this series of watching my sour and my guts reactions, like, you've seen me talk about just this, how a lot of times, like, women go through these realizations and, like, come into their power. And in my generation and the generations older, it seems like the pattern is we come into these type of realizations and like our own sense of sovereignty and empower ourselves a little bit later, like kind of around, well, like around my age-ish, like 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s for some like older generations than mine. like my mom's generation, there's a lot of women I've seen like on social media that are like in their 60s, and they're like, they're finding this light in themselves after going through this divorce of a man that's like she shrunk herself for like 30 years or something in this relationship, and now she's finally free. And yeah, anyways, like it's like I've just seen this story happen, but it's like making me emotional to think that like all the young girls and women, because I know obviously her fan base is not like, obviously she's a great artist, so there are people my age and older, like it's totally normal to love her stuff. But I do know like her base of her fan base is like her age and younger, I would say, like young girls. And for young girls to hear this sense of finding this empowerment, I don't know, it's just so important. It's so important to me. And I just feel like overall, like the generations behind me, then this happens, this is normal, this is like regular progress that people make, right? It's totally normal. And that's why I love her, because I see myself in her, but I see her making some of the same realizations that took me 20 years to make. She's making still in her 20s, like she's only 23, like it's crazy to me. And because when I was 23, like I was just so I don't know what I was. I was a lot of things. I was fighting for my life. I was in survival mode, mentally in a lot of ways. So I don't fault myself for that, of course, but I don't know, it's just so important to me that she's writing a song like this, and it just makes me think, like I said, it just makes me think of all the young girls that are going to hear this and like and hear these words and hopefully understand these words, because it's so important that it's okay to have expectations, to know what you want and to not settle for less. That's okay. And there's a lot of pushback on that because women collectively are waking up to that fact that we deserve better, that we deserve more, and that we can choose, because we don't have to be tied to someone anymore, right? We're not forced to be in a marriage in order to be able to survive in life anymore. We can have our own jobs and all that. And that is thanks to feminism. But it feels like now we can make choices. Now we can have expectations. And if people don't meet those, then that's fine. We don't have to settle for that anymore. Where, especially in like people in like my mom's generation and her mom's generation, my grandma's generation, they were kind of forced to settle for less. We don't have to do that anymore. And that's what's happening, and that's why a lot of men who don't want to meet that challenge are angry and are pushing back and getting more violent, and it's very scary. But it's the men who don't want to meet that standard, those are the ones getting angry, the ones that are going to therapy and working on themselves and progressing along with women. Those ones, they're doing fine. They're doing fine. And they probably look at, the men who aren't meeting that standard like a lot of we are as women, going, come on, like let's go. Like let's figure this out. Let's go to therapy. Let's work on ourselves, Anyways, not to go on a rant. It's super important. This is super important. It just makes me so emotional to think that she's writing these songs that I think are really an amazing reflection on where women's empowerment has gone, and just her expressing her own sense of finding this empowerment within herself is so important for girls young girls and young women to hear, and older women to hear too. It's inspiring to me as well, you know? Anyways, let's keep going. Next one is called Cigarette Smoke. This is the final track on the album. Wow, here we go. Oh, this is giving me chills. The atmosphere in that intro. Ooh, I like the guitar.
Cigarette smoke, the smell that I know.
Okay.
It clings to my clothes, it seeps into my bones.
Okay.
It's a real quiet house.
Okay.
The shower left on.
Okay.
5 beers in the fridge, and the second car's gone.
Okay. 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 Now we're alone. Now we're alone. But like these things are still haunting. You're left alone, but I mean, she's using the metaphor of the cigarette smoke. Even though this person is gone, like the remnants of them, their soul in some ways is still there. You still have this memory, and you don't know how to get away from it. Oh shit! What an atmosphere this is creating. This is devastating, though.
I regret you,
Oh shit!
and how long I stayed. I resent you for not being brave.
Oh god!
Tell me something honest so the memories turn dark. You said that I made love look easy until I made it hard. Give me back my time and I will give you back your heart. I thought that we played the perfect couple till you didn't want the part. Some nights can be so fucking lonely.
Yeah. Ooh, I
But it's
feel
better
exactly
than
where
begging for
she
you to
is.
stand up for me.
Yes.
Baby.
Oh my god, so many callbacks just in that one line. Begging. It's better than begging for you to stand up for me, honeybee. Like literally 2 songs callbacks in that one line. Shit. Yeah, it is. It is better.
I regret you,
Ooh,
but
so
I let
eerie
it
and
slide.
yeah, totally.
I
You start realizing, like, oh my god, look at what I put up with. Why did I do that?
taking her side.
Remember I said? Remember I said during My Way? I was like, but what part is he playing? Like, why is he not, like, why does she feel okay to do these things? And then like Olivia is made to feel like she's the crazy jealous one, which again, like, I'm sure there is a part in that. She certainly has been honest that sometimes she is a little bit jealous. as we all can be sometimes, but that was my question in that song. And now with this wrap up, I'm like, yes, she's made that realization. I knew it. I resent you for taking her side. Yeah, exactly. But in the moment, she's made to feel like she's this stupid one, or, she's too much, or she's too jealous, or whatever it is that she was feeling, right? Shit.
Tell me something honest so the memories turn dark. You said that I made love look easy.
I love that line. Tell me something honest so the memories turn dark. Because it's easier to get over someone because that's the thing. It seems like it's not this person is like this horrible person that she's like, oh my God, this is the biggest asshole. It's like, it really feels like they really had a beautiful love and they both loved each other. It's just there were these like little things that she's realized that she has these expectations now because of this relationship, like from just tying in the last song, like she's realized that that's not good enough for her. She needs someone that will stand up for her, that will be brave, like she said in this song. She needs someone that will stand up for her and make her feel like she doesn't have to question things, make things clear, like she said. That she's realizing that that's what she needs, and this person wasn't able to give that to her. Doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It just, they're learning too. They're young, right? Like these people are both young, right? And but she's realizing, that's the important thing, is that she's made this realization of what she needs. And yeah, this is a really, but I guess my whole point to this, why I stopped in this part, was yes, she has these little things, right? Obviously she has the reason that they're not together, but at the end of the day, it seems like she really still has a lot of love and respect for this person, and that's really hard to get over. It's easier when the person like cheated and you can just be like, this is the smallest man who ever lived, like that's easier to get over a little bit. Like, it's obviously incredibly painful, but ultimately you can be like, this is an asshole, and I'm better off for it. This is more complicated in my experience, this type of breakup, because it's like, no, like this was actually this really beautiful love. It just didn't really work out. It's just not, we just actually didn't work the way I thought it would work. I made up these stories about how perfect this person is, and they just didn't end up living up to those expectations, and it is what it is. It's just not right. That's a hard thing to get over, because there's still kind of love and respect and appreciation there. So it just makes it complicated.
Till I made it hard. Give me back my time, and I will give you back your heart. I thought that we played the perfect couple. Till didn't want the part. It's bad, try and hollow. You'll be miles away tomorrow. I tried.
That's so sad.
It's bad, try and
And that's the thing, when you go through a breakup, you suddenly almost forget some of the bad things, and you're only thinking about the good moments. So you almost need to be like reminded of why you broke up in the first place.
memories go dark. Memories go dark.
And then just, yeah, wanting the memories
Go dark.
to go dark. Like, I don't want these memories anymore. I don't want to be replaying this anymore. It's so interesting. It's almost like it's got like multiple meanings, at least in my head, because originally I was taking turn dark, like turn bad. Like I was thinking like, oh, that's real dark. Like you want it to turn dark, like bad, like I need to remind myself, like I said, like I was saying in that outro there, like you want to remember almost some of the bad things, to remember why you broke up in the first place. And I think that makes sense, but then as she was repeating it, I was like, oh no, it actually means the memories go dark. Like you don't want to have, like, they go dark like a movie, like all of a sudden it fades to black, right? So you need those memories, like you want them gone because they're too painful. And not to say that one is right or wrong, I just think it's really cool. I think maybe that actually might have been the intention, but I think it's really cool that my brain thought of the other, was like interpreting it differently. I just think it really just says how amazing her writing is, that you can have these different meanings. You can put these different meanings. I think both of them are legitimate. Like I just think that's so cool, and just again a testament to how good her writing is that you're able to come up with like different interpretations, and I love that. I'm just going to say it's double meaning, cuz it's a double meaning in my head. That was really beautiful. Holy shit. What a record. Let's chat about this album. That, like, again, maybe recency bias. This, I think, is my favorite album of hers. And if you saw just over the last like month and a half, I have been obsessed with first Sour, and then like I just absolutely love Sour. I thought it was perfect. It just, it really was like healing for my inner child. And then when we listened to Guts, I was like, oh my god, this is even better. Like Guts is even better, and I love Guts. And again, so much growth from Sour, but like now this is like way more mature. We're like fully an adult woman who had a fully adult relationship, and the ups and downs and the nuance in describing this relationship. Like I think it's like every record is better than the last one, and the bar was so high with Sour as a debut record. Like, I'm gonna say it, I think this is her best yet. This is certainly my favorite so far. Wow. I can't believe she just keeps raising the bar for herself. That is beautiful. And like I said, and I've said it so many times now, it's like I just can't wait to keep seeing the journey, because she really, you can tell that she, and especially like hearing her talk in these interviews over the last like month or two or whatever she's been doing a lot of press. You can tell that she just wants to stay that like student of her craft, and she just always wants to get better, and it's, to me, it's working. Like, and I just hope she keeps that spirit all the way through, because she's just gonna really create a beautiful legacy for herself and her songwriting, and it's really cool to be able to witness it fairly early on. This, like, just the way, the narrative structure of this, it really did feel like how you feel going through a real relationship with two people that are incredibly in love with each other, and just the ups and downs of that, and how painful it is to let that go, even though you know it's right to let it go, but it's still so painful. I think she just exemplified that perfectly. Oh my God. What were okay, what if I had to pick my, and I'm just like Drop Dead and The Cure, I just absolutely love. I'm going to take them out a little bit because I've already fangirled over them, like because we did them separately. So they probably, those two probably are in my kind of top, if I'm being honest. Like I love them, but I'm going to kind of just like, I just want to like see just from a first listen of the ones that we hadn't heard, what am I remembering? Like what's standing out to me? Definitely Stupid Song. Remember, I was obsessed with that. I was like talking about that for so long, and I just the writing on that, I was obsessed with. What else? I loved Honeybee. I think I cried in both Stupid Song and Honeybee. Oh, they were so good. Begged. Begged. I really love Begged. But What's Wrong with Me? I was obsessed with. Oh my God. I'm literally just going down the line because Les was amazing. I really did love the whole record. I'm sorry, I'm so bad at this. I gotta let the album, like, I don't know, simmer a bit for me to like truly say what my favorites are, because clearly I just loved every track and I can't. Expectations though. That one, like I said, I was getting so emotional over the fact that so many young girls and young women were gonna hear that and hopefully take that to heart and hopefully find that empowerment in themselves. That I went on a huge feminist rant about that one. So we'll say I love that one. And then Cigarette Smoke was just an incredible ending. Yeah, I'm realizing I'm just really bad at picking out my favorites when I just first listen to an album. So it is what it is. It's very on brand for me. But yeah, anyways, let me know. Let me know your thoughts, your favorites, and down in the comments below. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and week. Enjoy listening to this amazing record. And yeah, I will see you for the next one. Bye.